Find out how a rapper and reality star has been sentenced to 17 years in prison for PPP loan fraud, which state is offering $64 million in free grants to small businesses, and the important tips to know when requesting an EIDL loan increase. Yes, if you got an EIDL loan, guess what? They upped it. You can still get it. A lot of people are in queue. A lot of clients I have are literally in queue right now to get an increase. Talked to one today. It was they got $117,000 and they are eared to get $486,000 in the coming weeks. They're in line for processing. Your small business grant update, as always, trying to keep you in the know so you don't miss out. My goal in these videos is to give you the best information to access government and, of course, private money for yourself, your loved ones, and your business. So also down below in the link is 12 different loan programs, 75 banks with Capital Velocity, one of my finance companies, actually my finance company. Make sure you check it out. Stay tuned to the channel. Oh, and also credit lines up to $5 million there, and SBA loans as well. So stay tuned to the channel for personal, business, finance videos, real estate, stock market, crypto, and other investments to generate income. A rapper known as Mo Faney, yes, has been sentenced to 17 years in prison for his involvement in the Paycheck Protection Program, the PPP loan scheme. According to court documents, Faney submitted a $3.7 million PPP loan last April to a local bank, falsely claiming that his trucking company had 107 employees and an average paid monthly payroll of $1.4 million in payroll. Wow. They also showed that Faney ran a multi-state scheme from 2013 to 2020 that more than 20 people who invested in his trucking business used the money to pay off personal debts and expenses, and spending more than $5 million at Oklahoma casino. Can you believe that? FBI Special Agent Chris Hacker states, quote, "This sentence should serve notice that the FB and the I and our federal partners will investigate anyone who misdirects federal emergency assistance earmarked for businesses who need it to stay afloat. Hopefully these PPP loans can be recovered, as these vital small business disaster relief loans could only be available to struggling companies in need of fiscal support. So make sure that you do your part, and if you took it, don't be dumb. Send that money back. Meanwhile, $64 million in free small business grants is currently available to local companies in the great state of Minnesota. These vital small business disaster relief funds range from $10,000 to $25,000 depending on the size of your company, and can help cover expenses from the last 19 months of madness. And guess what? These are grants, folks. Grants. I love that word. Grants. It's a grant. Means you don't pay it back. They grant you the money. They grant you the freedom to use it. Deed Commissioner Steve Governor explains, quote, "I hear business owners telling me that these funds, when they came around last time, were really what kept them afloat over a really difficult year and kept the businesses open and allowed them to continue to pay people and just to stay in operation." He continued, quote, "So that when they got through the most difficult hours, they could come back stronger," end quote. Hopefully, your small business, your town, your state is as cool as this one in Minnesota. Hopefully, the small business can get their these vital grants to help them out. It's free money. And be sure to check to see if your similar disaster relief, or stimulus, so much in vocabulary, can't even say similar anymore. The relief for stimulus funds and being offered in your neck of the woods, in your hometown. Make sure you check. These grants pop up. Just type in grants your state, grants your city, grants your county, and see if you qualify for them, because there's so much money out there to give, to help, to get our economy strong. You need to be in the know so you don't miss out. I don't want you to find out later you could have saved your business. That's why I've made such a conscious effort to keep people informed, digging through everything. Finally, we've talked about the EIDL increasing from $500,000 to $2 million, but a recent article from Inc. offered some tips and things you should know before filing for an EIDL loan increase. They explained how to determine the EIDL eligibility, what you need to apply for, and the timeline for when you might actually see the money hit your bank accounts, which is the most important thing, right? Can't spend what doesn't land in your account. Can't say, oh, I'm good for it. SBA's got me. Once logged into the SBA portal, look for a link that says request an increase or a quote. Should be in there. It'll a lot of times say the quote if it's already been funded. It is what it is. They should also send you an email. So be on the lookout for that email, because the request some documents, you could email them back and then you'll get in the queue. Then you'll call the number that is on the site and ask them, hey, am I in the queue? And you can find out. It'll also, hopefully, if they got to it, they'll just display that eligibility amount for you. If you don't see the button, like I said, give them, check it out. Make sure you email. The email address is right there in that link as well to email them a request for an increase. They also stated, quote, if you are eligible, you must sign and submit a form 4506T. If you're buying end quote, if you're buying a house, you know this already. This gives the SBA, where most people do this for mortgages, because I know I'm in the real estate business. So what they do is they pull your transcripts, your IRS transcripts, to see, are you telling the truth? Now, they're verifying. Before they trusted and then they'd verify. Now, this time around with these increases, they're verifying before they trust. As I covered the thing, some people will make up stuff, and when they do, they're gonna find themselves having issues. Finally, this explains what might need, how you troubleshoot the Eidl application, as well as allowing 3 to 6 weeks for your small business loan to get approved. May take some time. Give it 3 to 6 weeks before you blow up their phone. I know how stressful it is. I know how tough it is, and I know how frustrating it is, but hopefully these helpful tips can provide you with the knowledge necessary to claim your upward of $2 million from this S, the B, and the A, the Eidl disaster relief small business funds. Also, make sure you keep checking back on that site. Email them, get in the queue. That way you don't miss out. And they still are funding. They still are pushing money out the door. There are personal guarantees when you get in the higher amounts. They are 30-year loans, like the 3.75%. So these are incredible life-saving funds. If you can get them and use them properly, you can get your business back on track. I hope you found this video informative, helpful, maybe even a little entertaining. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. I love you, and I'm in the fight with you, so I know what you're going through. So if you're watching this video, you know you've been up against it with your business, and we haven't forgotten about you. I haven't forgotten about you, and we're going to do everything we can to make sure we get through this together. So take care. Also, building a fund. Want to help partner with people to fund over 67 companies over the next couple of years. Still working on that diligently. So make sure you stay tuned to the channel. Stay safe.
I think that he really resonated with a lot of it, because I was no less than 32 hours, 50 shows were sold out.
How much did you spend on marketing?
Really nothing.
Nothing? My heart craves off it. Please, just tell me the truth.
But please don't get upset when I say this, but I got into the entertainment business for traditional talent.